Who's giving me a chance? There's 90 guys right now.
The four guys that are representing TNA.
Okay, I've been watching them on
Williams because
been watching them now on NXT programming for 6 months.
I don't know how long they've been
there for quite a while. And another thing too about NXT, and please, okay, folks, please, I'm begging you to hear me out on this one.
And I am excited to see how this one works because as a fan, I'm kind of like confused.
Yeah. And if I'm CW, I want at least 5 to 10 of my $20 to $25 million back because you're wasting my TV time on TNA talent when I didn't purchase that. I purchased WWE developmental, and I'm not getting that. I'm getting this hodgepodge of indie talent.
But you're not open-minded enough as a wrestling fan to want to see new talent come in. Isn't this just like when TNA or when NXT signs a new person? If you don't watch TNA, here's an example. You're not a TNA fan. You don't watch TNA. You don't know anything about them. Okay. You see this Mike Santana, or you see somebody from the TNA roster. Is it not kind of the same as when NXT has a new person walk in? Isn't it a talent nonetheless?
Possibly.
Okay. So why are you so close-minded in giving somebody a chance to win you over by performing under their umbrella?
Who's giving me a chance? There's 90 guys right now.
The four guys that are representing TNA.
I've been watching them on
Williams because
been watching them now on NXT programming for 6 months.
I don't know how long they've been
there for quite a while. And another thing too about NXT, and please, okay, folks, please, I'm begging you to hear me out on this one.
I'm not going to say a word. You talk.
Please. And I need the loyal NXT, you watch every week, listener, watcher of this show to truthfully comment on this. How many times do they end the show with this? With this giant fight in the ring and around the ring, with the announcer screaming that it's melee and we don't know what to do and we're going off the air like this. They do this all the time. This is such a crutch for NXT. And whether this is Shawn Michaels and Triple H and whatever the brain trust is, they don't know what to do on this show. So this is what they throw out there. This is such a lazy booking show. And honestly, every time we have to do something NXT related, it frustrates the ever-living shit out of me. And now throwing TNA in the mix, it brings it down even more. And I see folks in there like the Iconics who've already been through NXT and who were on SmackDown and were a top tag team are now back in NXT as TNA stars and having to like sell this as it's like the biggest thing in the world. No, you were already there and you left the company. Now you're back in this small little venue. No, you were on WrestleMania. Get back to WrestleMania. Okay, Kazarian, the super vet. No. Go back to TNA. Get out of there. No.
No.
I don't want it. Okay? Santino, lovable WWE character. They released him for a reason. They didn't need him. I don't want to see this if I'm watching WWE developmental. It's to have the stars of the future. Ethan Page needs to be on Monday Night Raw next week. Put him on there. Tired of him in NXT. Get him out of here. Mustafa Ali, so they didn't want him in WWE. They released him. Now he's on NXT next week. Makes no sense. If you want the Hardys, re-sign them. They're on NXT next week. Makes no sense. It's stupid. If I'm CW, I want my money back.
What did you think? Ridiculous. What did you think about Shawn Michaels walking out during this melee and just standing there and smiling. I didn't understand that at all. Like, is he digging this mayhem? Is he the mastermind behind it? Like, what is the point of him coming out and just standing there with that smirk on his face?
A friend of mine would say that it took the attention off of what was going on in the ring, and it put the attention on Shawn Michaels.
They did chant Shawn HBK.
They did. So it literally was pointless because it took the attention off of this ridiculous melee that's in front of us, and it put the eyes, and that is not a joke, on Shawn Michaels.
Stop it.
Okay?
Stop it.
Put the eyes on Shawn Michaels. I don't know where. I believe he's looking at the ring.
You're a dick. I didn't get what this, unless when they went off the air, maybe he came and cut a promo or something. I didn't read anything, but I was just like, why is he just standing there laughing? Like, this is so weird.
I mean, it looked like somebody was going to take him out. It looked like maybe the lights would go out, and then he'd be laying there unconscious in the walkway. Who took out Shawn Michaels? Maybe it's like, you know, a TNA star of the past. Like, here's where you could think they would go with this, right? To draw some interest for TNA coming in. It's like, gee, all this speculation about AJ Styles as of late. What's happening with AJ Styles? Is he retiring? Is he going to do this? He was on the TNA show 2-3 months ago, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Nope, he's going to be now fed to John Cena on John Cena's retirement tour after John Cena got destroyed by Brock Lesnar a couple weeks ago, right? No AJ Styles in this TNA versus NXT invasion. He's getting ready for a match against John Cena out of the friggin' blue, where they're just like, we listen to the fans. We're going to give you what you want. You want John Cena versus AJ Styles. AJ Styles nowhere near the TNA versus WWE crossover. Where's Abyss? Have Chris Park put his Abyss mask on and just give a little black hole slam right there. Boom. You have Abyss in your backstage. Bobby Roode. You have him in the backstage area. Have him come out and be a part of this. Nothing. It's just this hodgepodge mess. And if I was CW, I would be pissed off about it.
Are you going to watch?
I will. I will watch.
See?
It.
You're going to watch.
But
that's all I want from you is that you're going to watch.
I will because of our journalistic integrity.
Oh, okay.
For the eyes up here listening and watching audience and our journalistic integrity, I will.
Gotcha.